time, dude. On the jump. We're on the road. Let's get it. Let's see it. I was expecting them to play really hard, be physical, you know, everybody, be on one page with their team because I knew they were a great team playing them the first time. You know, I just expect, you know, just a war, just an all-out physical contest.
Sword starts to drive, gets to the free throw line, jump shot on the way and good. Craig Sword buries the jumper and the Bulldogs make it a three-point ball game. Bounce pass to Sword, deep on the right wing. Comes around the screen, pulls up with a long feed, actually inside, as breaking to the goal was Gavin Waring.
We got off to a slow start. I think they took a 7-2 run. Then when we finally took the lead, about 12-9, we never looked back from that point. And they're a very good team. Remember, Alabama's RPI was 29 going into that game. And we had a really disappointing, heartbreaking loss against Alabama, as all our fans will remember, at home 18 days earlier. So it was nice to get over there in front of a packed house, a sellout, and win on the road.
Coming hard on the dribble, all the way to the baseline. Little floater on the way and on the iron, no good. Tipped in by Holman. Here we are under the 4-minute mark. Here goes Obasahan, off the glass, won't go. Rebound kicks out to Weatherspoon. He's driving it all the way to the hole, and he slams it, and it's going to count, and the foul is called against Norris, who got under there.
You had 15 points. You played good defense, and Norris, one of their best players, who had 16 here against us in the first game, did not get off a shot against us there, which was really surprising. And I thought that part of it, for sure, was the defense that Hugh put on him.
Bulldogs get it to Sword in the corner. He starts to drive, pulls it up. His jumper's on the way and in and good. Thomas to Holman at long range. A three on the way. Bounces in and good. And he got a little lucky that time. It was dead on the rim and just sort of dropped in. Sword starts to drive, top of the key. Inside is Apardo. He turns, a little jump hook up and in. 5 seconds. Obasahan wants to drive it. Starts to drive it. Going to pull it up and shoot it. And bank it in at the buzzer. And take Alabama to within 3 at halftime at 32-29. Kessens throws it inside and threw a poor pass in the corner. Sword going to fire and score, and that's a three-pointer, his second of the ball game for Craig.
Chicken's been playing his best basketball of the year the last 11 games. I mean, he's really, really improved, in my opinion, and taking better care of the ball, making good decisions, and he's the heart and soul of our competitiveness.
Alabama in a man defense. Obasahan picks up ready, comes around the screen, 6 on the shot clock, comes down the side of the lane, throws up a jumper, 14 feet away and in and good. On the outside, Weatherspoon comes around the screen, going to fire from on top and hit a three. Big shot by Weatherspoon. On the side, jump up and fire from 15, and that is Travis Daniels, a good place to get your first 2 points of the night. Down to 7 seconds, he goes driving, pulls up with a jumper, in and good from 18 feet away, just inside three-point range.
I think the most exciting thing as a player or as a coach is to go into a hostile environment where the crowd is going crazy against a good team and win. When you win on the road, there's nothing sweeter than that because it's you against the world, and it really felt good.
And they inbound to Fred Thomas in front of the pack. He'll slam it and put an exclamation point on a 67-61 lead. Alabama will inbound, and that will be it. This ball game is over, and Mississippi State has beaten Alabama in the Coleman Coliseum by a final score of 67-61.
There's a lot to stop and see this President's Day at Nissan. Reinvented capability, enhanced safety, and reimagined design. 5 exciting new models. This is Nissan Now.
Choose the 2015 Nissan Altima and save up to $3,000 or get 0% APR financing for up to 72 months. Get your new Nissan now. Get to Nissan, proud partner of the Mississippi State Bulldogs.
Basketball managers are so important to the success of a team and of a program. Those kids, I should say, our managers work so hard behind the scenes. They do so much detail and things that people would have no idea, and they're very well organized. The one thing I know, having been in this business of coaching for over 30 years, so many managers that manage and help at the major college level go on to be great successes in life. They're organized, they're hardworking, they're great people, they do good with working with people, and many of them have gone on to be successful in the coaching profession.
Being a manager, sometimes it's really difficult, you know, balancing basketball and school, but at the same time, it's really exciting, it's really fun. I really enjoy being around the coaches and the players all the time and the other managers, you know. Coach has been preaching, you know, family atmosphere, and, you know, I believe we do have a family atmosphere because they include us managers as well.
Life as a manager, it's pretty long. I mean, long days. You have to be really good with time management because you got to worry about your classes. You got to worry about being at the gym, being at practice. As head manager, I don't really have to do a whole lot of the laundry duties, but the freshman guys, they really have to, you know, be accountable and do really well in their studies because, you know, they're here late into the night doing laundry, helping guys rebound, and so it's a lot of, you know, time management that's very important.
I'm really proud of Daniel Lopez, our head manager, and what a great job he does, and all the managers that work with him. Daniel's been outstanding in my first year at Mississippi State. He wants to get into marketing, sports marketing, when he gets out of Mississippi State and graduates this spring in May. And I'm really excited for him because he'll do a great job for whatever company he ends up with.
My first couple years, there was a lot of laundry, there was a lot of rebounding, but once you make your way up to junior, senior level, you're kind of more in charge. You're more so delegating tasks, creating the schedules for everybody else. Yeah, you still have to rebound, you still have to do some laundry. But for the most part, when you first start being a manager, you better be ready to work because the days are gonna be long and they're gonna work you hard. In terms of for away games, the day before, the day of the trip, I get here earlier because I'm in charge of all the team gear and packing everything. So it's very important that I'm here on time, that I'm able to double check, triple check everything, make sure we have everybody's jersey, have both sets of warm-ups, have waters, have the boards, have extra markers in case one goes out, have the stools for coach and have them for the team during media timeouts. So it's very important that I have everything ready to go. Loading the bus, day of the game, you know, got to get up extra early, wake up the guys, make sure they're down to breakfast on time, unloading the bus once we get to the gym, and keeping stats and keeping possession stats throughout the game is my most important job.
Normal game day, get stuff ready for pregame, set up tables and stuff, be there for shoot around, have everything set up for shoot around for not only our team, but for the opposing team. Getting Gatorades prepared, getting towels out, and just rebounding for the guys during pregame shooting, and then it's game time.
If it weren't for us, a lot of this stuff that, you know, goes on wouldn't be possible. And so I guess you can make an argument that, you know, we're the unsung heroes. We do a lot of this stuff behind the scenes that a lot of people don't really think about. So I mean, it's the little things that we do that, you know, are definitely important to a major Division I program.
Texas A&M is playing really well right now. They had just beaten Kentucky in their previous game in overtime, which was really a big win for them. So we knew they had momentum going into our game. They're a very good team. They have outstanding non-conference wins against Iowa State, Baylor, Gonzaga. They've had some great wins in the conference. notably their last game that they had played, which was Kentucky. So they're right at the top fighting for a conference championship. We knew they'd be really rip-roaring ready to go.
On the right side, ready out front to Weatherspoon. Drives it in the lane, puts a floater up on the iron, drops in, and somebody finally scores. And it's Q Weatherspoon to give the Bulldogs a 2-0 lead.
In the first 2.5 minutes, nobody could score. It went, I think it was 17-36 before someone finally scored, and you could see it was going to be a good defensive game. Both teams playing very good man-to-man defense.
Now, the Sword. Sword looks, squares, fires. Good. He was just inside three-point range, but Greg Sword with his first bucket of the ball game.
Chicken was great last night. You know, he had 24 points, was 3 for 6 from the three-point line. Got to the line 6 times, but overall had a great game and was the reason why we had a chance to win that game last night.
Bulldogs down inside to Weatherspoon, puts it up and good. Takes a dribble, gonna take it all the way to the hole, lay it off the glass, and he floated it up there with a defender in his face and scored it. 20-15. Down inside, Ware is open, good feed, bounce pass by Reddy. 2 points for Gavin Ware. 12 on the shot clock, out front to Daniels. Lob it inside, tries to, and now taken away and taken to the goal, and Weatherspoon stole it back and scores it with a stuff. 12 on the shot clock to Weatherspoon on the right wing. Starts to drive, takes it all the way to the hole. It's missed, but Ware's right there to slam it back in. The Sword, top of the key, 18-footer, in and good by Sword, who has now 9 points in this ball game. Now, cross-court pass stolen by Weatherspoon. He goes on the drive, bounces the pass off to Malik Newman, who lays it up and in.
They ended up taking a 9, I think even 11-point lead in the first half, and we fought our way back to where we were even with them. And then we ended up making a critical error the last play of the first half and ended up letting them get some momentum going into halftime with a 4-point lead on a big three-pointer.
And at halftime, A&M takes a 4-point lead at 33-29. Gets a little bit of a screen, gives it back on the inside to Ware, took it to the hole and laid it in with the left hand. Weatherspoon starts to drive, bounces out, Newman on top, fires a 3, in and good.
Start the second half, I thought we came out and played real tough early, and then they fought and took about an 8-point lead, 10-point lead. We fought our way back.
50-45 our score. Pass to Sword, long range 3 is up and good again. And boy, Sword's feeling it in this ball game. Pulls it up, throws it out to Reddy, in the corner to Sword. Sword makes somebody miss, goes driving all the way to the hole and ties up the ball game at 50 with a driving layup. Dribbles to his right, comes to his left, pulls up with a jump shot, and it's in and good. A step from the free throw line. Gonna lob it in to Ware on the wing, give it back to Reddy. Gonna fire from that wing, in and good, a 3, a big shot for the Bulldogs, and they have a 4-point lead at 58-54. Comes to the top, tries to take a shot, and fires and scores with a hand in his face.
We had a great opportunity slip away. We were up 1, 60-59.
House misses the free throw. Sword gets the rebound and walks it up. He starts to drive, pull up, jump shot on the way in and good by Craig Sword. Sword buries the jump shot. And now the shot clock is off.
And then Chicken made a great play to tie the game up. And the last play is a play you never want to make on defense. You want to make them score from the field and not from the foul line. So you got to do whatever you have to do to play as good as you can defensively without fouling. And we made a cardinal sin in that area and fouled with 2 seconds left on the clock. But overall, I was really proud of how tough our guys were. And you can see from watching when we played them the first time, the first conference game of the season to last night, that we've really improved as a team and grown.
There's been 80 minutes of basketball played between Texas A&M and Mississippi State, and 3 points separate the ball club.